I want to set up a class test using Microsoft Forms. So I log into my browser and go to Microsoft Portal. When in the Microsoft Office 365 suite of options, you choose Forms. You then choose the New Quiz button. And to start inputting my test, the first thing I do is choose a title. So I'm just going to do a quick King Lear revision. So my title is King Lear. If I would like to add a bit of interest, go to this little picture icon over on the right, and I can do a search for a King Lear image. And I will just scroll down and choose a picture of King Lear and add that to my test. I can then add a little further detail. So this particular test is a revision of Act 1. And now I'm ready to add my first question. So I select the Add Question box, and you will see there are 4 squares, and these are 4 different types of question I can add. So the first question I would like to add is a multiple choice style question. So I click the first box, and I am just going to ask my first question. So and I'm going to give the students 3 options for this question. So answer to option 1, the second option for my answer then goes into the option 2 box. And in this case, I want to offer the students 3 potential answers. So I'm going to add a further option by selecting the Add option. You'll see option 3 then comes up. Okay, now just below my question options, I have 2 boxes, 1 multiple answers and 2 required. The multiple answers box allows students to choose several correct answers from the options given. I don't want to do that in this case, so I will leave that unticked. I do, however, want the students to be required to answer this question, so therefore I tick this required box. Now I'm going to show which of these answers is the correct answer, so that this question will be actually corrected automatically. So this is the correct answer, so I've selected the first box. I tick correct here. I may also like to give students who choose the correct answer some feedback, so just click on the text box then. So I'm going to just congratulate students for getting the correct answer. I can also add a message for students who choose the incorrect answer. So again, I just select the text box. So I might just suggest they try again. And now my multiple choice question 1 is complete, and that can be corrected automatically. However, I also want to, I can include, by the way, the points for that, so I'm just going to award 1 point for the correct answer there. So I'm now going to move on to my second style question. This is the second box with the ABC text box in it. So I'm going to choose that. And this question allows students to answer using free text. So I just input my question. So you'll see this requires a longer type answer. So in order to allow the students space to actually write their answer, I can make this a long answer option by ticking that box under my question. And because it's a long answer, I might want to give some more points for this answer. So this time I'm going to make it a 5-point answer. Okay. Then just for the purpose of demonstration, option 3 is a rating style question. So I will just select this. And you'll see that students are given an opportunity to rate something with this style of a question. So I am going to suggest that they let me know whether or not they feel they have achieved our outcomes for King Lear Act 1. And again, the required button is ticked, so they must actually answer. So those are the 3 style questions for the purposes of this demonstration. So our test is now ready. So I can go up and preview my test. By pressing this top button. So this is going to be how the test looks to students. So I'm just going to return back now and put some final detail. So I can choose a background colour for the test by going into the settings option up the top. So I'm going to just make this a blue background. And I can further edit the text by going into settings. And I now have my options for the actual setup of the quiz. So the quiz can show results automatically. I'll choose in this instance not to let the students see their results. Who can fill out this form? So anybody with the link can respond. And the options for responses I can choose a start date and end date. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm now ready to share my link. So you'll see I can share this with numerous ways. I can simply copy my link. I can have a QR code. I can email it. I can share it as a template, or I can share it to Collaborate.